Twitter has been crazy this morning, as has Facebook, and we're going to find out how you might find new smartphones and such, because it's data time, right, Riaz?
You're playing Angry Birds, aren't you?
No, I'm texting my friend Brian.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, Brian. Thanks,
Morning,
Brian. Mira Rogers, data guy, joining us right now. Good to see you, man.
Good morning.
Been a good summer?
Yeah, it's been a great summer.
You know, as we gear up towards the fall, all kinds of hype about smartphones. We're not going to talk iPhone 5 today because I know there's a lot of speculation, a lot of photos floating around the net, nothing confirmed. But you guys have got a great smartphone that you're saying is the back-to-school smartphone.
I think so. I think this is an amazing device. This is the Sony Xperia Ion, which is exclusive to Rogers. And, you know, it's a premium smartphone, very affordable price for $50 or less based on a 3-year voice and data plan. And the fact that it has, you know, when you're on a student tight budget, you got to watch that dollar. Every dollar counts, right? So a couple of things I'd like to talk about today is when it comes to music, right? On other platforms, you have to pay for it. So what this includes is the Sony's home entertainment. So you really get unlimited music, which is actually a premium service. It's typically $9.99 a month. It's free for the first 6 months. So the way I like to think about this is basically it's your Netflix for music that gives you access to 12 to 15 million songs at your fingertips.
Okay, so how does this work? Because for iPhone, I'm an iPhone user. I use the iTunes Store, and you know, I'm getting more and more familiar with the Android platform. So up on the Plasma, you're saying we can stream it for a set fee per month.
Exactly. So the first 6 months is free.
Yeah.
So this is kind of what the home screen looks like.
Okay.
And then you can actually, on the premium version, you can actually create your own playlist too. So not only can you stream it, by creating playlists, you can actually have it buffered, so you can actually listen to your music when you're not even on a data connection. So you don't actually use data when you're on that premium service. And it's accessible not just on this device, but really on any web-enabled smartphone or computer or what have you, right? Tablets. So it's a great service. And in comparison to that, say for an iTunes, from a price perspective, the average person may buy, you know, if they're spending $10 a month on music, that equates to, you know, if your music is anywhere from 69 cents to $1.29 a song, best case scenario when you buy an album, that's 20 songs, times that by like a year, you're still only getting about 150, 200 songs. Here you've got 12 to 15 million songs at your fingertips.
I like it when you do the math for us and know we're saving money.
You know, I think it's a great offering, and the fact that it's free for the first 6 months. So that's the unlimited music
good
aspect. And that, once again, being on a tight budget as a student, that's a great value.
Now, you mentioned LTE. I hear this a lot. This is the future of smartphones. Take us through, show us how quick having the LTE smartphone is for, you know, surfing the net. Right.
So LTE, let's just bring up a couple of websites. I figured being in the theme of back to school, maybe let's check out a couple of websites. So we're now on the Rogers LTE network. And the first site I actually have is when it comes to textbooks. So if you're trying to find a great deal or compare pricing on textbooks, so here's a great website that I found, which really focuses on textbooks. Let's quickly bring up a different site. When it comes to
and I can say, I mean, using these LTE, when you're clicking on the links, when you're streaming video, I mean, you notice the big difference. Here we're just looking at photos and text.
So here we're looking at 50 essential Android apps for back to school. So another great site from the Android guys. Okay, so listen, we only have a few seconds left. I want you to showcase the camera option on this, because this is very cool, especially in low light conditions. It is. Break this down of how great this phone is with that. So a couple of things. First I want to talk about is this phone has a dedicated camera physical button, unlike other smartphones, where you have to actually activate the screen and then tap the screen to actually access the camera, which in the case if it's in your pocket might take a little while. This one, when it's in standby, take it out of my pocket, press and hold the shutter button. Within a second and a half, I can take a picture. The next thing I want to talk about, it also utilizes the Sony's Exmor R technology, which gives you great pictures in low light conditions. This is a feature typically found on high-end cameras. Okay. So I'll give you a quick sample of what that looks like. So here's a quick side-by-side comparison of a photo that's taken with Exmor R. So as you can see, you know, in this case, at a night shot, the building, you can see it versus not being able to see it. So some cool options right there. Listen, Amir, we're out of time, but thank you so much for bringing these on. I know it's got a built-in support for other languages as well. We'll put info on our website. Again, the Sony Xperia Ion is the phone, yep? That is correct. Exclusively from Rogers. Very good. All right, thank you, sir.